All right. Hey, everyone. I wanted to talk with my last client. We worked together for 8 weeks, and in my 8 week spiritual empowerment program, her name is Jadia. Would you like to say hi?
Hello.
Yes. So Jadia doesn't want to cam up right now, but she was more than happy to talk about her experiences. So, Jadia, tell me, you saw me on Samantha Cooker's page. What made you reach out and sort of have trust that this could be legit? Because I know sometimes it's just hard to trust all the people out there that they're going to be above board and legitimate. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. So what made me reach out was I actually like Samantha Cook. I follow her as well. So when she was just speaking on the things that you do as far as helping women spiritually and just getting them to the next level of where they just need to be at in life, that kind of like caught my attention because I have been to, I'm not gonna call your system a program, but I have did different things or different, I say challenges with other women, and I just didn't get the experience that I was looking for. So when I looked on your YouTube channel, I was like, oh, well, for one, she's my color. That's a plus.
Mhm.
And she seems legit and she seems real. And I just went off of it was just the trust in your energy was just everything. And I felt like I already knew you. Seriously. Yeah. So the connection was
Yeah,
definitely
it
there.
is
And
what you
that's what made
get.
me
You
reach
get what
out.
you get. Like
Yes.
good or bad, but by the time you talk to me, it's not like it's any hint about what Lisa is, how
Yes.
she talks, and what she stands for. What did you not get out of other programs you've taken in the past?
I would say more so of not challenge. I wasn't challenged. It was just like, oh, do X, Y, and Z, and this is going to happen. So I would say with you, it was just more so of it was a push, it was a challenge. You were giving the videos, you was letting me know, like, hey, if this doesn't work, this is another alternative to do this.
Yeah.
So I think it was just that whole in perspective, and more so you're my color. So it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying that. So it's just like more like I can definitely relate
Yeah.
more. And
I
you
have a different energy to
right, and your
spirituality.
energy
I'm
is
like,
very good.
payback.
Right.
First of all, your non-melanated self who's been trying to keep me down, that's not happening.
Thank
So
you.
first of all,
Yes.
I have that energy, right? And
Yes.
I've had fight energy and I've had to prove energy, but I've also had accomplishment energy, right?
Right.
That's what being in this color and spiritual means.
Yes.
And so you bring all that, whereas if you didn't have half those battles, iron sharpens iron. So on one hand, it's like, why did we choose to be melanated, which is so much challenging? But on
Correct.
the other hand, when we make it, we make it. We're the best.
Right.
We're
Correct.
we're elevated. We're above
Right.
any other competitor. Even in my real estate business, I'm like, I'm the best investment property coach in the country, like bar
Correct.
none. When we get there because nothing was given to us, and we really have to manifest and create it.
Yes.
It's a different vibe.
It's a different vibe. Yes. Yes. I would definitely say the connection wasn't there fully with them
Yeah.
versus you. So it's a different vibe. So yes, I definitely
What
agree with that.
and was there just like LOA, but not really getting into the details? Is that sort of what it was too?
Yeah, that's what it
Like
was. It was like the
positive thoughts and da da da
yeah,
da da, and your mind shift, which is just true, but there's also practical realities.
right.
I think I deal with that really well.
Yes, you do. So yeah, it was just like the reality of doing those things and what's next. Once you do it, what is the challenge next? What's going to happen? So, and I love how you gave me details on that, which was amazing. So, yeah.
So, what did you want to get out of this when you first entered, and what did you end up getting out of it?
Honestly, when I first entered, I was a little skeptical. I didn't know what to get out of it. I was just like I said, let me try you out because I connected with you so well. And
Yeah.
also I definitely wanted balance. I believe I said I wanted my feminine balance and harmony. And
Yeah.
I executed that. I definitely have that 100%.
Mhm.
Yes. And I just wanted to glow and just be a light. And that's just where I'm at in my journey right now. And I'm going to continue to do those things.
Tell me the difference between where you started versus where you're at right now.
Okay. So where I
When it
started,
comes
I
to your
was,
goddess and feminine energy and exuding, and how quick was it for you to get there, or how
okay.
challenging?
So where I would say I was very masculine.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. You can vouch
I
for that.
mean, it's our community. It is what it is.
Yeah, I was very masculine and I knew I was very masculine, but I just wanted to more so get out of that masculine energy. And it was just due to trauma and the bad relationship that I was in. So once all of that ended, I was just like, okay, how can I get into my feminine energy? And then that's when I saw you, and we started working with each other right away. And you gave me great advice about, hey, dress up, put a dress on, go buy yourself some flowers. Think of like the craziest thing that's very feminine, thinks that's not going to happen, think that it's going to manifest. So that's just more so of what I've been doing, if that kind of makes sense. The flowers, the dressing, me just going out, me just stepping out with a positive mindset, like, hey, I'm the baddest in this room, and just receiving that energy and that light. Yes.
Yeah, no, you get to the point where you hold court. So I go to some of my local places, and sometimes I sit in the back because all the tables are full when I get there. And it's literally like holding court. Like, I didn't tell these people, but one by one, they all get up to come and acknowledge me. And like come to the back where the queen's sitting, just so, hello, Lisa.
It's a thing, yes.
And I'm like, hello. So glad you could make it.
It's a thing.
Very gracious queen.
Yes.
Yeah, and the dressing nice and all that, that's different per person, because, you know, I do stress that femininity is more just the physical. Now, we can use the physical as a gift and power. That's really easy to wield. But let's talk about the other parts of the feminine energy that you tapped into that isn't dress. It was mentality and being and state of mind to be able to maintain that. And that might be a little challenging, but can you talk just a little bit about the underlying, the physical, the inside, like being in that feminine energy inside, and what you learned over the last 8 weeks?
Okay, so I don't know if it's going to come off clear, but for me, being feminine inside, it was just mainly a mental process for me to remind myself that, hey, you don't have to, it was just a mental thing for me. It was just like, hey, you don't have to be masculine all the time. You can be feminine, you can do the shadow work, the light work, you can spread your light, you can think of whatever, of how you feel mentally, and let it, I guess, express yourself physically into the outer realm, and things would change. I'm not sure if that's detailed enough, but like that was my whole perspective on it.
Tell me a little bit about how you feel when you walk out. What's the feeling that you're walking in now that's different than when you started? And how are you received by both men and women?
Okay, so the feeling that I feel is, it's amazing. It's kind of hard to spill, but it's just like a very high vibration feeling. It's very goddessy. It's very, I'm that woman. It's very, it's like very spiritual, if that makes sense. And it's just very powerful.
It comes from inside.
It's an inside feeling.
It's almost like you're allowing connection to spirit. And that's why it's so powerful, because we're part of God. You're able now to more securely tap into that beautiful energy.
Yes.
When you embody it, it's exuding, and people are like, what is this?
Yes.
It's goddess energy. Like when you're allow yourself to open that up and be that source.
Yes.
People get to experience source, because you're not closed down, you're not hiding, you're not scared, you're not afraid anymore.
Right.
Tapping into that beautiful part of your most inner self. Would you know what I mean? Would you say that's the reflection of what we did over the 8 weeks was get us to sort of emit and emote that with confidence and happiness?
Yes.
What would you say, and your family, how are they noticing the difference? What are they saying?
Well, I am perceived very different now. I am like a crazy well, I'm not gonna say they think I'm crazy, but I'm like, I'm not crazy. So
yeah, I mean, get over it.
Yeah, get over it. I'm like, hey, this is me.
You're gonna be thinking that forever, the more awakened you become, because you're like, listen, life isn't what you think it is.
Correct. Yeah. So
they're not gonna believe it until they get there. So it's just like,
yeah, they think I'm the crazy person right now, but it's all good. I'm just loving the energy that I'm in. So I'm going to keep challenging myself and continue to do the work.
So what about the spiritual development? So a lot of this, we were working on feminine energy, but we're also working on spiritual healing, chakra healing, development, skill development, channeling, intuition, right? Shielding, psychic protection. And, you know, I tell people the reason I can exude is because I feel safe. The reason I feel
Right.
safe is because I know how to, I've empowered myself to protect and create the world I want
Yes.
and to start eliminating a negativity, right? That's
Yes.
why I'm so comfortable, and you were so comfortable exuding that beauty because it does have a vulnerability. It can be a bit like it's strong, but it can be dimmed, right? When you're a
Right.
light. But I have all these tools and tricks and practical ways of protecting myself so I can stay in that positive energy versus being trying to be brought down by all the negativity in the world. So you
Right.
want to talk a little bit about how was that learning the skill set so that you can emit and be in goddess energy and not be scared because you know how you can shift things in the split of a second spiritually.
I would say learning those tools, they were challenging at first, but
Mhm.
I think once you get used to channeling and definitely protecting your energy so you won't get attacked, I think you'll be a better person. But it was all amazing. I love protecting my energy. So every day I go out, I try to put on a spiritual bubble.
Yep.
Because if you don't, you have people that's going to attack your light and you
Mhm.
don't understand why. And you're like, why has this person been like this to me? But trust me, it's not you, and it's actually not them, it's what's on them. So it's just more so protecting yourself, protecting your space. And I would say staying positive and don't let that whatever's on them get to you, and try to send it back to
Mhm.
wherever it came from without
Right.
harm. Yeah.
Right. So would you say, are you happy with us working together? Are you happy with the results? And how do you feel about the transformations that you are now living in?
I am loving the results, and I'm very happy with the transformation that I'm living in.
Yeah. It was
Yes.
it was sort of hard for you because sometimes with Black spiritual leaders, we've been burnt. So I
Yes.
know when we were talking, it was a little hard for you to be like, oh no, man, paying for this. I've seen too
Yes.
many stories of shenanigans and scams, right? So I
Right.
give it to you for sort of doing your due diligence and being able to trust. But like, how do you feel about, because sometimes that's big. Sometimes I'm proud of myself for investing in something I was a little scared of. How do you feel
Right.
about that?
I'm glad I invested in your program, because I think if I would have never invested in your program, honestly, I still would have been stuck, if that makes sense. I would have
Yeah.
still been battling this masculine energy, trying to figure out how can I get to the feminine realm mentally and physically by myself. And sometimes you need a mentor.
Oh
You need
yeah.
guidance.
I
And
have
there's nothing
mentors.
wrong with investing in yourself to get to that next level in life. That's just
Okay.
my perspective on it.
Wow. And so all in all, you liked it and you're happy. And
Yes.
anything else you wanted to add for people who are sort of looking on and wondering if it's for them or who would be a good person to sort of do this? Who would you say is a good person to do this? Because you're at a certain place. You're already sort of aware spiritually.
Right.
But who
I
would you?
would say more so for beginners.
Mhm, mhm,
I would say beginners, go ahead and try, because you just never know.
mhm,
Um, the curiosity people who's very curious, I would say tap into it, because you would
mhm.
definitely get the tools and the tools that you need to work with, and the guidance, because Lisa's always there. So you would definitely get that.
Yeah.
And I would just say more so just go for it and don't be scared, because that's what they want us to do, especially of color. They want us to be scared, and there's nothing to be scared about.
I know.
Yes, it's
Honestly, they
nothing.
have no clue.
Right, it's
They
nothing to
should
be
be
scared about.
scared, okay? Because I
Yes,
did my work, okay?
yes,
So, and a lot, did I tell you I was going to do a video on how I deal with racists? Did I say some
yeah.
people?
You told me a little bit about it. Yes.
Oh, some people tried it. And I swear, when I went back to that restaurant, they were the nicest they've ever been to me in their entire life. Okay.
Correct.
That is why my stuff has been suppressed. Okay. Because, and I told you, I took care of that.
Yes.
Right? We took care of that and got reparations. But yeah, they want us scared and they don't want us to know how powerful we are so they can keep taking advantage of us and keeping us down, but using our energy when they need something or they need creativity or they need us to work for them,
Yes.
right? And then when you get to where we're at, it's you know, and you're a little bit more loving than me. I'm a little bit more visual than she is.
Yeah,
Which is
then we
cool.
work
I
on that.
adapt to my clients, right?
Right.
I'm gonna get you if you talk. So if you racist, okay, you gonna get it, right? I'm gonna have you losing your job or being super nice. I walked in, I gave her a choice. She chose to be super nice. I was like, dang, you are a mess last week, but I'm okay with this, babe. I have two pancakes for the little one. Oh, thank you. She don't know how she, well, whatever. Anyways, but yes, they want us scared, but we can get it to the point where they should be very, very aware, you know.
Scared of us. That's how I feel. But yes.
Sorry to take it to such a the dark feminine place, but you guys know I embrace the dark feminine as much as the light feminine. I am both, and you know what I mean, Jadia. And
Yes.
and you know I tell other women it's okay to be both and love it, right?
Right.
Like God made us this way for a reason because we need to be the dark feminine sometimes when we need to protect our own. And I take that pretty. No one maybe I just decided I'm the protector of like BWE, so I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes to
Right.
make sure that those who are trying to attack get dissuaded or get karmic consequences or stop the attacks.
Correct.
So I just did that of my own just because, you know, someone needs to take the role and I don't mind. I'm a commander level type spiritual soul. So it doesn't matter, you know, I don't mind taking command of the situation. But yeah, my goal is to have as many of us walking in our goddess energy, but also with knowledge so we can protect ourselves and others. So we don't get taken down or pegged to when we do walk in it. Do you understand? You know what I'm talking about? And I would say
Yes.
that's what I taught you. Not only how to walk in that goddess energy,
Yep.
but also how do you protect yourself spiritually so you can stay at that high vibration? Because they're not just going to let you walk around. You got to know how to protect
Mm-hmm.
yourself, right?
Yes. Correct.
Good. And how does the future look now after taking this program? Do you feel, because I think you made massive shifts and I thought it was very quickly. I
Yes.
thought you were here. I think you're vibrating here now and that you're at
Yes.
a very elevated, higher level and place of centeredness, place of they can't rock you even though they keep trying. And so how do you feel after the transformation? Like how do you feel like the rest of like your life, right? Like because you know when you make big shifts you're like I'm a
Yes.
different person now, things are
Yeah.
just going to move differently. Tell me a little bit about that and we'll just end it on that note.
So I feel like my future, there's no stopping it, honestly,
Pretty
because
bold.
I
Wow.
know who I am. I have tools and I had Lisa to guide me and to tell me truth. So
Mhm.
I feel like there's no stopping me. And I feel like my future is going to
Mhm.
be how I make it and nobody's going to stop me. And if any negativity come towards me, I'm going to definitely send light and love. So that's just where I'm
Or
at.
return it to sender.
Is return it to sender, correct? Light and love and return it to sender.
I'm a more of a return to sender than light and love.
Yes, I'm I want to
You
light
don't
and
get
love the
it. You don't
situation.
get it. But I only use their own energy, right?
Right.
So whatever you reap, what you sow, and I'm just the sower.
Right.
But beautiful. All right, good.
Yes.
I'm so happy. I was happy you reached out. I was happy to talk to you. It has been wonderful watching you over the 8 weeks because now you're like this beaming, beautiful energy of like love and light.
Yeah.
And she was telling me before we got on this call how like she's in store and guys are like have to talk to her like they want
Yeah.
to, it's not even sexual but she's
Yeah.
beaming from this
Yeah.
pure source energy. Most women don't get comfortable enough or protected enough or empowered enough to be able to hold, and you're holding it and they feel it and they're just like flies to honey. And you know if you guys have been watching, sometimes I've said, and now you understand, Jadia, sometimes I said there's all homeless to CEOs want my
Yep.
energy.
Hmm.
And if I'm being gracious, I'll allow it. I'll
Right.
allow it because I know they've been missing the strong, beautiful source energy of feminine energy that can be held and maintained because we're spiritually empowered and aware. You know, would you sort of agree with like that need for the world and
I
how
will agree.
beautiful and healing it
Yes, it's
is
so
when we can
beautiful.
hold that
Yes, it's very
vibration?
beautiful. I think I told you, I was like, if everybody knew about this, oh man, our women, oh, the world would be such a better place.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
It's very needed. And
Yeah.
once you accomplish this energy, you just
Yeah.
want to stay there and you're going to do the work to
Yes.
stay there and grow and get more powerful.
Right, which is where I'm at. I'm like, no, I'm
Yeah.
still firmly in my feminine. Like, y'all cool. This is where the power is at. Both interpersonal relationships, both in getting new business, both
Hmm.
in allowing the universe to flow to you because it's an attractive energy.
Correct.
So you've noticed more flow. You've told me about
Yeah.
4 business opportunities in 2 weeks
Yeah.
from none.
Yes.
So because it's attractive, right?
Yes.
It's attractive on every level. It's
Yep.
attractive to new business, new opportunities, new people, new paradigm shift. So super happy to hear it. And we'll end on that. But thank you so much, Jadia,
No
for doing
problem.
this with me today and
No
working over
problem.
the last 8 weeks. I think it's so wonderful. Now I get to say we have 2 goddesses roaming the earth. And if any of you guys would like to step into a powerful goddess energy, so you can be a goddess, but then
Mhm.
they're going to attack you. You're a light. They're not going to let that happen. You want to be a goddess, but also empowered to protect yourself, but also be proactive
Yeah.
about making sure the negativity doesn't even get to you. So that's a whole other level of ownership and power that you can command, which I do and I showcase to those who I work with. So if you'd like that, like to go into that journey, and we also do healing, protection, just spiritual development, channeling, right? Now you can channel pretty well, would you say?
Yes.
And get that higher guidance
Yes.
on which way to go,
Yes, ma'am.
and how to, so I had locked Jadia and we were able to channel her higher self and find out exactly what she needed to do in her business. But she did it, right? And now you always have that. You can always go within,
Yep.
go inside to find the information. And you don't have to rely on anyone outside of you. And it's a very, very powerful place to be because I can be in the middle of so say some random weird stuff happened. I'm in a simulation only, but like I went to prison. I'd be like, I changed the whole prison. I'd be canceling every day, asking, hey, what do we need to do? Is there anyone I need to help? What do we, oh, okay, we're going to do this for this guard. We're going to do this. Okay, we're going to do all this. Yeah. How about having a party? I want to have a party. I don't know. Like I'd be doing all sorts of stuff, right? But like you can go inside and get that higher wisdom from above, right? And so that's a beautiful thing too. So with that, we'll end it. Thank you so much for everybody. If you would like that, you can sign up for a clarity session. I'm more than happy to meet with you guys. It's definitely a journey and every transformation is going to be different. But if we had more empowered, strong, strengthened goddesses, not just a goddess, because you can emit the energy for a second, but Jadia, it's holding the energy with all the psychic attacks and negativity attacks and gossip attacks, right?
Right.
That is the key.
Yes.
So I teach protection as much as I help you bring out that inner beauty and source connection that is unique to you that we have and which heals the world just with our embodiment and being in it and being able to hold it. So love to work with any of you guys. So thank you so much and have a great day. Bye everyone. Cool. So Jadia, would you be able to send a photo that I might be able to put over your last name?
Yes.
Just like it could be like whatever you want. It doesn't have to be new or like whatever, but just so they know this is a real person, right?
Okay. I'm gonna send you something now. Thank you. Thank you. I want to watch this video. How soon are you gonna
I'm
post it on
going
your
to.
channel?
What's that?
I said, how soon are you gonna post it on your channel?
Well, maybe next week,
Okay.
but I'll send it to you as soon as I get the recording, like I always do.
Okay.
Thank you. So, is there any? I gotta get going. My daughter has a birthday party at Sky Zone.
Okay. I
Um,
understand.
but I'm so happy for your transformation.
Thank
I'm very
you.
happy for your trust, and thanks for giving me so much grace on like